remember why we're called 101
Moves anywhere from 1 to 5% a day.
I thought this was
I clicked on every trading ad that I saw for 1 month, whether it's stocks, crypto, forex, hundreds of ads, hours upon hours of content so that you don't have to. So that I didn't get scammed or give my money away to people, I had to set some rules. If I had to enter credit card details, pay, or give too much personal information like my address or phone number, then that's where I drew the line. In most cases. I tried to get as much as I possibly could out of these companies or businesses prior to doing those things. Now, maybe you're wondering why I'm doing this. I'm doing it for you. So you don't have to go through the pain that I went through. You get a nice summary of what to look for or what to definitely avoid without completely ruining your social media that would have more ads than posts from people that you actually follow, like mine is now. Because there were hundreds of ads and hours of content, I'm not going to go through each one in detail, but some of them were so bad that it feels like a disservice to not show you. I got some ads on YouTube from Web3 developer, which claimed to provide an AI trading bot that you just had to copy paste code and it would start generating you profits.
Hello, my name is Artur, and I am a web developer specializing in Web3. I have created this video for my personal channel, but I've decided to share it with you for free. I'd appreciate your support and attention to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to create and use an Ethereum sniping bot using AI help provided by ChatGPT.
I decided to take a look at this fancy code because I was curious as to how it worked, and what did I find? There is a withdraw function that literally just sends your crypto balance to somebody else. It just gives it to another wallet. Nice. I'll start by breaking down the things that you should be skeptical of or avoid. Number 1, don't pay for something where you don't really know what you're getting. There are so many scams where the sucker has to make upfront payments on the promise of obtaining some amazing reward which never actually comes. I could probably count on one hand the ones that didn't do this. I can't think of a single other time where you just blindly pay for something without knowing what you get, but you're just told that it's worth it. There was even an ad that said you got all of this free course content, but it's only free if you pay first. What? And then what happens when you try to get more information about what you actually get? You just get a vague list of generic claims without details, proof, or any explanations whatsoever. Anyone can just make a list of things that they provide without proving it. Like, this is just a list of basically nothing and then a Telegram chat. And this one doesn't even make any sense. I'm paying for confidence? Here was one company that said that they outperformed the markets for decades. How on earth can you outperform the markets if you don't even provide any transactions? That is not even a part of the service you provide. Oh, well, you could have made this trade if you used the information. Again, anybody can say, if you did this, then you would have made money. Then your next thought might be, why don't I try to see what other people think? So you go and take a look at the reviews. But then literally every single one has 4.5 or 5-star reviews for all of them. But they didn't expect me to come and take a closer look at what they are actually. You're telling me that all of your reviews are from exactly 5 days ago and all of these people are just giving you their first review ever? They're so very clearly bot reviews. They're not real. Also, nobody talks like this. Nobody. Okay, so then next you decide to look at the testimonials. Okay, people are saying nice things about the company. That's a good thing. Wait a minute. Who exactly is David Lawson? This guy. Well, I did a little digging. Some reverse image searches. Turns out he also goes by Michael Morris, Aaron Smith, and Tyler Lyons, and Gary Vargas. What about Mark Thompson? Well, I found that this same guy goes by Simon Harris, Rajat Dhawan, and Daniel McKay. And Daniel McKay seems to be who it actually is based on the information on their LinkedIn profile. But regardless, it turns out these aren't real people. Or they are real people, but the companies just steal their photo and make a fake person. But if you scroll down enough, drowning in all the David Lawsons, eventually you get a real review. And usually the company will have the most out of touch response to the complaint, because it's always a complaint. The absolute worst customer service, and the indicators in AI don't even work. Dear customer, we're sorry to hear about your experience. It's possible there's been confusion with another company bearing a similar name, but because we're so kind, you can give us more money and still not like our product. What? I used this product and I didn't like it. Nope, not us. You must have bought something else. You can find a lot of real information if you just do a little bit of searching. Reddit usually has a lot of real customers that will talk to each other. You can check websites that scan for scams or give trust scores. There are even forums where lawyers will consult these people for free. You can see that they strongly advise against giving these companies money, because usually buried deep down in the website or the ad is some sketchy terms and conditions. And sometimes this will tell you a good idea of what the motivation is behind giving something for free or marketing something at all. It can also give you a really good idea as to how trustworthy the person is. Some of the least trustworthy companies that I saw were trying to get you to join a Telegram or WhatsApp group, and there was a lot of them. And of course, I joined every single one. And they were all basically the exact same. They just show winning trades and then they post them after the fact, so you don't actually get an alert or information to make the trade yourself. Now, for your benefit, I even went through the messages to see if any of the messages or trades that they alerted were legitimate. This Nate FX guy had one alert that seemed pretty good. The price movement ended up following, and you would have made money if you took it. But then I saw that this trade he had given was published at 13:32 UTC. For my time zone, that would have been 8:32 a.m. So then how could this trade that he gave be in the post from 8:17 a.m. and the results be from 8:22 a.m.? So that one was clearly fake. I did not find any legitimate information. If there's a Telegram or WhatsApp group out there that gives legitimate information, please feel free to send them to me, because I could not find a single one. Also, if you have an actual product, you should be able to explain your product simply. If the first thing that I'm greeted with is a whole bunch of moving things in flashy colors, that doesn't scream trustworthy to me. I tried messaging this Nate guy and I read the terms and conditions, and well, what do you know? He gets a commission for every single person that he gets to sign up for a specific broker. Now, it wasn't just Nate. Every Telegram or WhatsApp group did this same thing. It was either this or it was actual fraud, them pretending to be some public figure giving financial information. How many legitimate companies are based on Telegram or WhatsApp only? Here was another guy called Fred Trading. I chatted with Robot Fred for a while and was told to sign up for PU Prime. What is PU Prime? Can't withdraw money, scamming money, based in Seychelles, not regulated. Let's sign up. Go back to chat with Robot Fred, and he is literally asking me for my account number to continue. Despite having 4.5 stars, there was a lot of negative reviews and negative comments towards Fred on other websites. And I wasn't even able to access his website because it was labeled as a financial scam. I think that definitely deserves 5 stars. And then there were the ads that tried to get you to sign up for a live session or a webinar. Not to worry, no need to attend. I will sit through hours of webinars for you. It was all the exact same. Here's what our customers did. We have great results. Look at our returns. But this introduced a new category of misleading advertising or scams. Companies or people that intentionally hide the costs give you this giant sales pitch just for you to find out that it's thousands of dollars.
How much do you charge for your coaching? Everything regarding to price will be discussed on the call. Reason being is that we're also looking at different kind of funding options, and also very important, the most important thing is it's a very individual call. So the price is always the same. I can tell you it's not super cheap, but it's also not crazy expensive. If you cannot make more than 10 times of what you pay us within the first year, like we don't want to sell it, right?
Not you get your money back. We don't want to sell you the product, but we'll still sell it to you. Another guy required $26,000 in capital to make $200 a day, which is about 1% per day. But then in order for you to get this 1% return a day, you need to pay a yearly fee of $3,600. Even if I decided that I want to do this, how is it done? No historical data or proof. It doesn't count to just have people say, I made this much money. If you actually have a working product, why don't you show your product working? Okay, you get it. Almost all the ads made me pay or give all my personal information for them to tell me that I'm confident. Which, by the way, here's a list of all the ones that you should definitely avoid. But there had to be some that gave like actual good content, right? Remember how I said that I could count on one hand the ones that actually gave some information? Well, it's even less than that, because half of those or more didn't even provide useful information. It was just the classic regurgitated content. This is how prices move. This is what compound interest is. This is how much you need to make in order to quit your job. But it's not all negative, so here are some of the ones that actually gave some good content. Corb's Trading, or Trade Ack, although it required me to pay in order to get any information, and the website again does not provide information unless you pay for a course or something, he did end up having a YouTube channel with a lot of information. Most of the videos had a lot of fluff content, just talking, no real information, but hidden in there were some good videos to help learn different things about the stock market and strategies, so I will give that to him. TickBlaze, it gave a trial of the software, and I gave the platform a try. It was pretty good. In terms of simplicity, it is not designed for beginners or new traders, and it's more suited for algorithmic traders or people with coding knowledge, but it is still very much usable without that knowledge or skill. They also had a lot of extensive videos on YouTube for how to do things, how it works, a lot of good content for using their product. StocksToTrade, ran by a chump called Tim Sykes and some other people. Now, before I give you the small bit of good that they provided, I have to cover the bad. First up, it literally has malvertising warning by simply accessing the website. The platform is a 14-day trial that costs $7, but when that ends, it's $180 USD. If I simply wanted to try to get an alert, my phone number was required, and it tells me my phone number is not valid, and instead just endlessly sends me promotional emails to try to get me to buy something. I will say that they provide a pretty good all-in-one platform for data. You can see all the screeners, charts, news, filings, etc., all in one place. But it's also the same information that you can get for free from TradingView or Yahoo Finance. They do have a lot of content and info for you to be able to learn the basics of the market and trading, but there still is definitely some misleading marketing. A lot of it is more so based towards pattern recognition teaching, which is what you can pay absurd amounts for. The problem or genius behind pattern recognition teaching, depending whose side you're analyzing it from, is that it's a never-ending process. There will always be new patterns or movements depending on how the market develops, industries, different asset classes, or instruments. So it's like entering grade 12 that goes on forever. Their fancy flagship product is Oracle, which you can only get if you pay $180 a month. It says it provides alerts with trades that give these insane returns, but it turns out it's essentially a very expensive screener that sometimes doesn't make any sense at all and just gives you support and resistance. No actual trade to make, just a big scale of numbers, and it costs $2,400 a year. Nice. The channel called Stock Alerts Reviewed on YouTube did a great review of the StocksToTrade Oracle, and I would definitely recommend checking him out. Actually, I would probably say that he provided the most useful information throughout this entire project. I actually made a couple of videos a while back pointing out how the StocksToTrade posts and content were sketchy. So I'll show you some clips of that here. StocksToTrade sent out this again at 9 a.m. for VVPR. They say it's a 55% gain. Could it be any clearer? And they said signal price 491, target price 6, stop loss 450. That green line is where they signaled it. It hit the stop loss. Good job. Negative 8% return. But if you're giving them the benefit of the doubt, let's say that they give you other information to trade it, then you could have made 22%, not 55%. I have to call out these people because they're giving alerts that say, oh, we made a 55% gain. That's not true. You didn't say how to do the trade. You just said this stock's going up or this stock's moving, and that's it. We tell exactly when to make the trade and give you the prices to buy and sell at and actually give you returns. So to answer your question, could this be easier? Yes. Last up is Roland Wolf from Wolf Trades. Again, I'm required to put in a lot of information to sign up, but he has probably some of the best social media content that I've seen. Loads of YouTube videos, actual trades he's made. He does live streams of pre-market preparation and overall a lot of activity from his community. It is still pattern recognition, which is the never-ending learning, and it isn't cheap. But strictly in terms of proof and what information you get before you sign up, he does provide a lot, with the goal of making you self-sufficient, not necessarily having to pay him forever. Okay, so what's the moral of the story? Don't pay for something where you don't really know what you're getting. Don't believe every review and testimonial that you see. Avoid claims and promises without any actual proof or historical data. Don't pay for a service that provides everything through Telegram or WhatsApp. And if they can't show you proof or details about the product, then there isn't a product. Now, I built a software platform and AI myself to help other people make trades. So when I started this project of watching all the ads that I saw for a month, I was hoping that maybe I would learn something new or see what else is out there, or maybe even find a way that I can improve my product. Instead, I more so don't even want to advertise because I don't want to be lumped in with this crowded industry of scamming and fraud. But I do want to show you what I offer because I think it's a good example. If you go to my website, you get product details, different trades that the platform has given, answered questions, stats. If you're interested, you get different payment plans with no hidden conditions through a verified payment service. If you don't want to enter your payment details, you can still make an account and access the platform for free. My YouTube channel has loads of recordings of me making trades using the StockMinds platform. You can also see posts of different trades and info that comes up on the StockMinds platform before the market opens, and then see how it actually provides results. Although you don't need it, some users find it useful to chat with one another, so there is a Discord which gives live updates of trades, and you can see that the testimonials we have on our website are actual active members in the Discord. You can even go back and see all the trades that came up on the platform to see what the numbers and stats come from. This video did take a lot of work, so if you did enjoy it, please like or subscribe if you want to see more content from me. If you didn't like it, that's perfectly fine. Doesn't bother me. Thanks for watching.